I sit down with Kailua Quarterback Cameron Friel. He is the newest UNLV Rebel and mid-year enrollee.
The biggest role models that I've had in my life growing up would probably be my three oldest brothers. Um, I've told them a lot, and just being able to grow up and watch them play football at the high school that I just graduated from it made me who I am today, and it brought out this love and passion for the game of football that I've always wanted to feel. And um, we didn't have it easy growing up. It was kind of a little struggle, growing up in housing with nine other siblings, including my parents. Um, they were always there. When my parents couldn't get the job done, they were always there looking out, not only for me, but for the rest of us. And, just little things like going outside in the backyard, throwing football uh, with us and other kids around the housing. It's just memories that'll last a lifetime.
You're following in the footsteps of a great legacy of quarterbacks coming out of Hawaii. We know high school football in Hawaii is very competitive with a lot of top talent. How did that competition prepare you for the college game?
Um, it's been good. Uh, Growing up, watching all the guys that came before me. You know, my my first 2 years of high school, I spent it at St. Louis High School, which is it's known as a national powerhouse. So I got it firsthand. To be around those great group of guys. I wasn't around when Tua was there, but I was around when current Hawaii quarterback Chevin was there. So being able to just kind of look up to him, as a young quarterback, and all the other guys, and I've learned about Marcus. I've attended his football camp 1 year as a little kid. Um, but just seeing all those kind of guys' success and learning about them as I got older, it made me want more. Um, it made me realize that I can reach that type of success too if I just put my head down and work towards my goal.
Yes. And I know you are a big Marcus Mariota fan. How excited are you to be in the same city as him and sharing the same field as well?
That's it's kind of like a dream come true, I guess.
You posted a Bible verse when
Yes,
you committed. Is that your favorite Bible verse or something that you often read before games? Can you talk a little bit about that?
yes, that's my favorite Bible verse. You know, um, uh, my family's been heavily involved in church growing up, and God and things like that. So usually that Bible verse, I do as you said. I read that before every game. It kind of reminds me, you know, let your light so shine before men. Like,
Yeah.
do what you have to do to put yourself out there and um, shine before the others. Play good. That's how I look at it. Play good, and others will see you.
I love that.
And glorify your Father who is in heaven. Everything you do, give thanks and praise, to the Lord above, because without Him, nothing would be possible. So, yeah, that Bible verse is a lot of meaning to it, and I feel that it relates to me a lot. So that's why I'm so in love with that Bible verse.
The thing that about UNLV that stood out to me would probably be the coaching staff, and how they stressed the new era, the new change coming to Las Vegas. Um, I wouldn't really say back around when I first committed, a lot of people kind of thought that it was like the facilities or the stadium, but I wouldn't really. It wasn't really about that for me. I wanted to go somewhere where the coaches brought that family feeling to me, and I just wanted to go somewhere where the coaches would teach me life lessons that I could grow, as just because I'm turning into a young man. So um, it just Coach Arroyo and his staff, Coach Thomas, both sides of the ball, not only on offense but on defense too. They kind of made me feel at home. So and back when I committed, Coach Arroyo was pretty fired up. Um, I told him, I got him on a Zoom call. I told the coaches that I just wanted to, my parents wanted to meet them, but then they weren't expecting the big news. So it was crazy to see Coach Arroyo and Coach Thomas's reactions. Yeah, he kind of stood up and he had a helmet. I think it was in his house or his office, but he had a helmet and he put on the helmet and he was going crazy. So it was funny.
That's got to make you feel good, having the head coach be that excited that he's putting on the helmet and running around.
Yeah, no doubt.
And, new city, new team, new environment, and a whole bunch of opportunities for growth. What are you most looking forward to as a UNLV Rebel?
I look forward to just being in the city, growing up, especially where I live on Oahu. I live on more of the countryside, so there's not really a bunch of buildings where I'm at. But I've been to Vegas my sophomore year in high school, and man, I loved it. I loved the environment. The time when I was up there, it was in February, so it was still kind of cold. But I kind of like the cold. I mean, even though I've never been around that type of weather before, I love that cold. But I do know out in the summers it's pretty hot. So I've been around the heat too. I've been to Arizona. It's been pretty hot. But I'm just excited to be in Vegas for the next 3 to 4 years. It's a great environment from what I've seen, and I'm just excited.
And what is one thing you want the Rebel fans to know about you?
One thing I want them to know will probably be that when I get there, it's go time for me. I'm gonna work my hardest that I've ever had in my life. I'm gonna just keep my head down and do what I like to do and have fun. I'm gonna be that kind of guy that picks everybody up. Become a leader. Show fans that I'm not only who I am on Twitter, but that's who I am. That's the kind of person that I am. I'm excited to change the environment and make my name remembered in the history of UNLV.